Hello there. It's Nightfall Games. I am Lord of Best, and today we are taking a quick look at the Dauntless Submarine Player Home, available on Xbox and PC. An awesome mod. Currently docked down at the south of the Commonwealth by my main base, the Ark. This is a player home that you can move to different locations around the Commonwealth, but also to a location in Far Harbour. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Ooh, the mist. Big shout out to all of our new viewers, new subs recently. Slayer 2042, JL, Robert Malone, hello there. Thank you for joining us. Got some good quality stuff coming at the end of the month, so stick around. Yeah, let's turn off our HUD and take a look inside. Down to settings. HUD opacity. Let's get in there. So this is not a settlement, it's just a player home, but it's a very well made one. Now, I have to stress that the people in there I've placed there, they don't come with the mod. Everything else is pretty much as you see it, loaded in, it's decorated, ready to go. Take it to about 5 or so different locations around the Commonwealth. We'll take a look at that in a bit in the navigation terminal. Welcome to the command center. So, let's start at the bow and move our way back. So over here we have a bathroom on this floor. Captain's bathroom, General's bathroom. A door that we can't use, potentially for what was once planned to be future expansion. And some safes as well that we can't use. Now here we do have storage for documents, so if you want to place important papers and the like, here's a place to do it. Moving through, we come to my quarters, which this Minuteman has helped himself to. Very handsome room. Fully functioning bed that we can use. Awesome. Most of the rooms come with light switches, you can toggle the lights on and off. In this case we also have the option for some privacy. Moving back through then. On the left down here we have a hatch to the lower decks, and we also have storage where we can place our components. Now, the only major niggle with this mod is that the workbenches are not linked. What this means is that, unlike in a settlement where you can just dump your resources into any of the workbenches and it will share them between, it doesn't do that here. Each workbench needs its own resource, or the closest that the mod author came is having the shared storage for components. So in theory, you're meant to pop your crafting components in here, don't seem to have any, but whatever, and then it'll be shared. We'll take a look at that in action in a bit. here we have a terminal, in theory, to let us fire nuclear missiles. It's been converted to a launch system that we'll take a look at that we can use. This one was fired as part of the Great War. No launch on the port side, I think. Another launch on number 2. Interesting. We have a box where we can place nuclear launch keys. But who knows what in there. Cool, periscope and the like. Bit of a traffic jam here. Periscope is actually usable, although you get the animation, you can't see out the front of the ship, which is a shame. So it seems to be a bit finicky in terms of getting it to actually work. So moving through, got a nice medical bay. Bathroom on the other side. Coming through here we have the Armour station. Now, like I said, the workbenches aren't linked, so what I've done is simply place my crafting components into each of the workbenches. But yeah, in theory you've got this shared storage with the components here, where you would take your crafting components out and then use the workbench. Heading through here then, we have the main bunks. Now these bunks are not usable by the player nor by NPCs, so when it comes to making this Dauntless into a settlement, you're going to have some problems with space for putting actual beds that settlers can use. Not a problem if you fill it with robots, but if you want to fill it with people, tricky. Cool. And so that's kind of a whiz-bang tour of the top deck. Let's head down to the lower deck. Welcome. So lots of goodies straight away. Power armor workstation over here. Now this will be actually useful later on. For now, again, grab any components you want. To work. So, over here we have weapon storage. We don't have much in there at the moment. Stand to throw a couple of bits and bobs. And also I think ammo storage as well. A couple of rounds of 308 just in case for that rifle then. Awesome. So heading through here we come to the canteen / leisure area of the Dauntless. Very nicely decorated. Usable water fountain for those survival runs. Over here we have the chemistry workbench. Periodic table of the elements on the wall, just, you know, for those concoctions. Again, component shelf so you can grab your bits and bobs to use at the workstation. Very cool. So down here we come to the reactor. Now I believe the mod author was planning to expand this area before abandoning the mod. He's quite old at this stage. We just have a nice little Easter egg area down here. Might need to put a person down here to monitor it really for those true immersion runs, you know. Thought. A door here, but we can't go through it. Not much to see here really. Reactor diagnostics, 45% fuel capacity, but we're running with an efficiency of 98.5%. Can't argue with that. Heading back upstairs then. On the wings of the submarine we simply have some maintenance areas, not a lot of room here and not a lot in here, but look at the pumps, bits and bobs that power the Dauntless. The other side, very much the same thing. More pipes and machinery. Now down here we actually have a working barber's chair. You can sit down on here and change your hairstyle to your heart's content. Pretty good at the moment. Very handy. Nice touch. See, I've got a wet squad down here ready for deployment using FCOM. And that's how I've managed to populate the submarine without any other requirements, is by simply placing some different FCOM Fallout Commander squads down here in our own team. Run wild, essentially. So, we'll take a look in here first. This is the missile silo, as you can see. We've got one kind of ready to launch torpedo tube, sorry, not missile. One waiting to be loaded. And a weapons workbench down here at the end. Again, components drawer, wherever it's gone. There we go, the actual workbench. Pretty cool. Nice decoration, you know, it's very, very authentic. Awesome. So, this launch tube doesn't fire missiles, but it fires you. You pick a destination, one of 4. Edge of the Glowing Sea, the Red Rocket Station, up near Sanctuary, Taffington Boathouse, or Oberland Station. Inland locations. And from there, you can step into the tube and be fired into the Commonwealth. But you need to be wearing a suit of power armor or you'll die. So that's a very, very cool feature. I'll probably make a full video at some point about this mod, just about submarine settlements in general, so I'll probably show that off then. But yeah, that was the lower deck, so pretty cool. Heading back up here then, you can see our Minutemen nautical officers are hard at work. Keeping us moored, taking a look around for any nasty bits and bobs. step over to the navigation terminal then. So when we got onto the submarine, we were down here, Quincy South, Lighthouse, Marsh. Got a few different options up near Libertalia, General Atomics Factory, the RobCo Center, Mother Base, which is a location added in the mod, very small, out by Fort Strong, which is where you initially find the submarine. Salem, Spectacle Island, the castle, and Far Harbour. Now, whatever you do, make sure you go to Far Harbour the normal way before taking the submarine there. Don't just take the submarine there because it will glitch out your build. Go there first the normal way, and then come back and get the submarine. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's see that in action then. So we're going to travel to Spectacle Island. Another major Minutemen installation within my militarized Minutemen build. Diving, diving, diving. And now. Great mod, this one. I wish it was assessment, slightly bigger, but it was made a long time ago. I think it's loosely modelled off the submarine in Far Harbour, without giving too much away. And you know, it was designed, I think, seemingly more just as a player home for you and a follower. The fact I've been able to get people in there to operate it using FCOM is just a nice cherry on top. I'm definitely thinking I'm going to put someone down in the reactor pit. Poor person. So super long load times. This is a major settlement of mine, and also pretty sure another mod where you can dock something in this exact location. Here we are. So we're now moored at Spectacle Island. So in my build of Spectacle Island, this portion of the island is a naval base. So you can see the crew of any submarine naval vessel can step off in. We've got an armory, weapons, requisitions. It's all quite work in progress around here. Area where you can test your weapons. Minutemen hard at training. Over here, an equipment, kind of everything place really. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, this is just the overall equipment workbench, workstation house. Anything can be modified here. First floor we have, as you can see, our power armor bays. Upstairs, of course, bits and pieces for all kinds of different bits and pieces. Cool. Heading upstairs then, we'll see if we can get a view of the Dauntless, and we can. So this Minuteman stands guard over here. You can see the Dauntless docked at the end of the island. So pretty cool. It's nice being able to dock here, gives a feeling of, you know, safety in a way, the illusion. It would be cool to try and get a couple of settlers with the animation of working on the submarine whilst it's stationed, but I couldn't get them in the water, so... Awesome. So heading back indoors, got the traditional agonizing load time. Going to a heavily populated area. It's not quite as long a load time when you don't have people in here. Of course, it's not an environment that's initially designed to have many people. It's quite dense in terms of its decoration and the way that that decoration is packaged. As you can see, things are pretty much the way that we left it. Pretty awesome. So where else can we go? The mother base where you originally find the submarine is kind of boring. There's like one guy there, but afterwards nothing really happens there. Of course we can go to the castle if we wanted to. But let's pick somewhere randomly. Let's go to the RobCo Center. So even though the submarine isn't a settlement in its own right, what's cool about it obviously is that you can travel, but using FCOM kind of spurred me to think that I could fill a portion of it with a squad that I could actually take out and use with me. So in my build, this submarine is a very much kind of off-the-books operation. We can tactically deploy this wet work team to get some work done. Let's have a look what's happening at the RobCo Center. World's longest load times. Always. To be fair, I don't know when the last time I loaded into this area was, so it would be rebuilt from scratch. There are a couple of other submarine settlement mods out there, but each of them have their own set of problems. I'll probably release a video on all of them together, and then you guys can make up your own mind which one is right for your build. But here we are. Pretty cool. there we go. I mean, that's the problem with having such a lovely player home, really, isn't it? Which is people are always trying to take what's yours. And it's well worth taking. So there you have it, guys. A whirlwind tour of the Dauntless. Very cheeky player home that you can fast travel to different locations around the Commonwealth. Awesome stuff for those survival builds. As you can see, we're very close to where the Brotherhood like to hang out these days. So pretty good for one of those builds as well. But yeah, available on Xbox and PC. I highly recommend you check it out. And I also highly recommend that you subscribe and like our stuff. We've got some more things coming in a couple of weeks. A look at an airship, as well as some nicely edited videos, so don't get too bad at liking things. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.